Alright then. More cube. I I really wish this cube was around more often. This is the most fun I have with Magic, is playing this specific format. Like, at least on Magic Online, that is.
Yeah.
Like, no set release, no other side cube, older sets come close to how absolutely silly it can be when it's the vintage cube.
But the other side of that is always, if it were around all the time, would we get ourselves sick of it? You know, would people solve the cube and then, oh no, I for one am sick to death of swords every time I see them. There are too many swords. There's like every sword and GT, they're all in there, and that's like the real way to win. And it feels like it invalidates more interesting strategies, like, you know, doing more than just having a creature that can attack.
But it is a conscious decision to have them in there. You know, I guess is the way I think we've had the cube without swords. You know,
when did we have the cube without swords?
I think we had it once, where it was a cube without swords.
I don't remember.
I
think it would have been a better world.
Yeah. All right.
Oh no! Guess whom?
Guess whom?
Oh, terrible. Hold on, my dog is doing something bad. I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust you to do things.
All right. Has Teferi's puzzle box ever been one of the cubes? That's not a strong enough card to make the cube, sadly. Yeah, Legacy Cube. That was the one. Okay. So we're going to be doing, myself and Kaz, when Kaz returns, are going to be doing a single limb cube here. Alright. I think I hear that you've returned.
Yeah, I think my ideal cube would have both storm and not swords. Or at the very least, fewer swords. Like 5? 5?
I always...
And GT?
I always find it funny that, Sword of Light and Shadow keeps making it. Like, that's...
Yeah, like, it's so terrible compared to the others.
Right. Like, each of the other 4 is very powerful in different ways. You know, War and Peace is the most aggressive sword. It's there to kill you.
Yeah. Body and Mind needs to connect once, and you probably lose to being milled. Right.
But then there's, like, or in the instance where you hit somebody with Body and Mind, and then they hit an Eldrazi, and you're like, oh shit, this sword is useless.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Feast and Famine plays a bit more of a control style where you can tap out for a threat, attack, untap. And then...
Yeah, and also drain your opponent of resources while you go.
Yep.
It's pretty oppressive.
Yeah. So...
Gonna be adjusting this thing on my head until the day I die. Why does everything...
It sounds like you are
pressure on my skull.
It sounds like you're inside a sphere. And just pressing against the sides of this sphere, like...
Script.
Like, oh god,
yeah, I'm the bubble man.
Yeah. Alright, well, we found players, but yeah, so we're doing the single limb. So, you know, opponents will not have cards we have, that sort of thing. Alright, and we get to start things off with... Channel as an opening choice.
Sanctions?
It is this is okay, so every time they do a cube, no matter what, they have to just throw cards from the new set into the cube, regardless of power level. This is one of them.
Ah, okay. That's kind of junk.
It's just like God Pharaoh's Gift. Like I could actually believe you might build a deck around because it reminds me of Debtor's Knell, and that's a powerful card.
As far as things we haven't done that I know of, there's Time Spiral and Tameo.
Like we have access to Time Spiral as the immediate choice, and see if we can go big with that.
My real opinions are Sword of Feast of Famine is the best card in the abstract, like best first pick. Channel is probably the most exciting pick. Liliana of the Veil, also a strong contender for just generically powerful and like plan to build around. And then like lesser things from there.
I'm gonna believe in Time Spiral this early.
All right. We're immediately punished for that decision. Although Sylvan Library and Foothills are both pretty good. I don't believe in Rishkar now that we've played that in a deck.
Yeah. First pick Trigon Predator. Trigon Predator is like pretty real in this format just because everybody's going to have the artifact for it to kill in that last one.
That's true. It is Kaz, and we should attempt Storm. Ooh, maybe that means Git Probe is what we want. Instead of Sylvan Library.
I was going to say Oversee. Is that real? Is that the...
Now the upside is that no one is going to pick High Tide, right?
Let's do the dumb.
High Tide late.
Let's do the dumb thing.
It would be so dumb.
Grim Monolith, and there's another sword. Mystic Confluence is also a real card I would want in a deck. But Grim Monolith's actually here.
Why can't I see Grim Monolith? Oh, there it is. Thanks for highlighting it.
Yeah, no problem.
Speaking of highlights, examining. And I have to look at the back of a human head here for a sec. But thankfully, not for very much because it's all pretty good. No, it's good. Nah, you're good. No one will ever know.
So this is definitely the Grim Monolith pick in my mind.
It's fine. I'm trying to have two conversations using the same words. That's very hard.
I understand.
It's like if you've seen. Right, no. It's like all of those scenes from Dexter, like the first two seasons. Lodestone Golem's here! Oh, my boy! The man who will make me immediately jump ship. By the way, remanding your own storm spell is a really badass. Factor Fiction's pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of want to get the cards set up, and this the nice part here is that we don't even have a second color like found at the moment. Yeah, to be fair, I vaguely like these cards even outside of specifically Storm. That's the reason I'm all right with all this. Like, if we do end up like something goes, we find a better plan. All these blue cards are still strong. Like,
yeah, if you haven't watched absolutely everything that we've ever done, I say this all the time. Lodestone Golem is my first pick in Holiday Cube, in like Power Cube, and I mean that over anything, over Power. I would pick Lodestone Golem over Power. That's how attached I am to the dude. And I don't think I'm even like strictly wrong in that. He's oppressive. He has absolutely impressed me with how powerful he is in this format.
Drug Tree Speaker strong here. I'm gonna keep picking filtering.
Reserve preordained fine. No, this is great. This is all great, guys. We're gonna get High Tide. We're gonna play like 17 islands. It'll be great. Maybe 16 islands.
What about... So what is this reserved card? That is the card I'm highlighting. It means that if time runs out, it picks this card.
Yeah, you can see the timer in the bottom right of the pick window.
Yep.
It keeps things moving.
Oh.
It's Kaz for more bingo.
Yep, there it is. Brimaz, King of Oreskos.
King of the West Coast. Not much for the plan. Yeah. I guess Mental Misstep.
Yeah, like I pick Mental Misstep. Is Courser or Crewfix or Mystic Snake worth it?
Not super fond of the snake. I mean, yeah, countering a spell is cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a lot. Yeah, I'm willing to... Honestly, I don't really want any of these cards, so
that's
I consider
fair.
This a lost pick. Palancron.
Yeah.
Your old buddy Palancron. Your buddy, your pal.
Oh,
there's Spellskite right there.
Yeah.
Skite has to be like the actual... Why aren't people picking swords? What is wrong with you guys?
Well, that's where all the blue cards are. Nobody wants the swords. Come on, that's...
Oh.
You want to do the cool thing. Yeah, Mesmeric Fiend was also have been a pick in there as well. Palancron lets us have a like if we high tide, we do some silly things.
Sorry, Squirrel Token. Swords are bad. You are rattling my chain. Stop that, you. How dare you?
Revoker, Mishra's Factory, Rishdan Port.
Guys, if you think swords are like fair or not good enough, well, you've not played enough games of this format.
For the way I define fair, they are the fair card, but that's because I use a different definition of what the word fair means in this world.
I don't... Yeah, it's like defining art. We'll never get to the bottom of it.
Oh, can pick up Trigon of Predator here. Trigon of Predator.
Or Path to Exile.
That's also a good one, too.
Might be good to have. Like, interaction.
If I could get away with just not interacting, it's like, all right, whatever. I just do my thing. And
well, it's true. There we go.
Ooh.
Get some of these Simic creatures that nobody wants.
Yeah. We're
going to get murdered by a Voice of Resurgence. Oh my god.
Definitely. Yavimaya Elder? Do we just want 3-cost green creatures? Is that it?
I don't think anyone wants 3-cost green creatures. Oh my god! My boy!
So this is the secret of Lodestone Golem I've found in the cube, is that I can just table this card.
How do you table this card? Everyone's pick order is madness, and only I know when it's up.
Nah. Okay.
So we have, like, a core idea that we haven't fleshed out and a bunch of possibilities.
Right. Blue-green looks like the biggest possibility of, like, side plans. Come on, we get, like, a time walk here? Is that what we're looking at? Oh, God, it can't load because there's, like, too many walkers in this.
Mm-hmm.
Impulse below the cut. Chandra Gideon. Mana Vault? Glenalundra Archmage?
Okay. Mana Vault or Impulse would be the best for Storm Plan.
Yep.
Impulse would probably be, if we're not super dedicated to Storm, it's still an extremely strong blue card that can help us select to get further down in our other plans, whatever they are.
Yeah. And
then there's like Glenalundra Archmage and Smuggler's Copter if we were just building a deck, I think. It's sort of a sliding scale. It's somewhere between we have a plan and we don't care about that plan. That's where we're sliding.
All right. Well, I'm gonna believe in Glenalundra as a card that in the
upheaval, you say?
Upheaval.
Clearly, we should have picked the Mana Vault.
Yeah, Mana Vault now all of a sudden is the real pick there, but Glenalundra Archmage lets us protect it. Resolve our spell.
Yeah.
So now we actually want the mana dorks for green to be able to get up here. We want to resolve into upheaval. Upheaval's a busted card. Upheaval is a very silly card.
Upheaval is a wonderful card that we love resolving.
Yeah. I guess Top and maybe like Scalding Tarn are the other cards in this pack. Gifts Ungiven is alright, but like you need
Dark Ritual.
Dark Red.
It calls to us from the past. Ancient past. I realize I can't stop you from picking Cryptic Command, but signets are things that we want.
I know.
So just keep that in mind. Elvish Mystic is right here too.
I know.
Just
I'm aware.
that's all. But it's just something to think about. Like we might not end up being green. Maybe we do get the High Tide and we can pull off the mono islands on the strength of like Tanglewire and Lodestone Golem and a million signets.
We go Palinchron Infinite and find a way to win the game off of a Palinchron.
Splash Cryptic Command. How are we not named?
We're mono green blue.
What a weird thing to say.
I think Dimir Signet would be the card I would pick, even over Elvish Mystic, just to, if there wasn't a Cryptic here. Emrakul,
that one's Promised End.
Promised End. Okay, so that's Emrakul 13. This is Kozilek, True Kozilek. Could pick up Imperial Seal. Other than that, there's not a lot going on in here. Avacyn's Pilgrim just as a Monodork.
How many permanent types card types can we get in our grave? Because like Instant and Sorcerer are pretty automatic.
Yeah.
Sure about that. We don't have like there aren't any sack artifacts in the cube. That's kind of weird. Again, not a big fan of any of these cards. Maybe the Pilgrim. I don't know. Cozy's fine too.
I'm gonna believe in like Mind's Desire showing up.
Mind's Desire into draw 4 cards. V-Click.
Yeah,
that
V-Click.
is a way to interact.
This is good because this is like offensive defense. Like this is everything I want going on here.
Did you know that people did not like play Vendilion Click when it first came out? I were like, oh, this isn't good enough.
I played in that time period, and I remember V-Click being one of the like lesser Fey cards at the time.
Yeah.
Mistvine Click was obviously the big one, being this like, you know, for good reason in the fairy deck, it's actually a stronger card.
Okay, Burnhead, you're correct. Black Lotus exists, so there are sack artifacts. Oh, there's bigger Emrakul.
Ooh, if we want to go super huge, I can always pick up bigger Emrakul as our top end.
Yeah. Brain Maggot as yet another
Gruul Signet as just Signet. Like
off-color Signet.
Like
nah, Daze is too important, right?
I'm almost thinking we're mono blue.
What does Vendilion mean? There is an actual real answer to that, Squirrel Token.
Ooh.
Vendilion is a smush of the 3 fairy names who are part of the clique. I don't remember what their names are, but if you kind of smush them all together, they become Vendilion. Like Vendrick, Dilly, and Liono, or something. I don't know. But that's what it is. That's where they came from. I'm going to look it up.
All right.
I'll look it up. This is back when I paid attention to Magic lore.
Deceiver Exarch. Maybe set up for a different combo to exist. Fire Ice wouldn't be bad either. I'm gonna go with Deceiver Exarch as a possible plan. Take Dark Petition here. Let's do this. There's Ulamog, True Ulamog.
Trulamog.
Trulamog. Is Nulamog even in this cube? Yes. Can we use Copter? I probably should pick Copter here. We'll find a way to pilot this card, right? Sure. I kind of like Search for Tomorrow more than I like Delver in this deck. That's a weird thing to say, but Delver, like, Search would let us pick up more islands for Palancron. This is so... We are depending on pack 3 to give us some fixing here and what our deck does. I like our blue a lot. Copter's Crew 1.
Yeah, it's as busted as you think.
Mm-hmm. Pestermite below the cut. Some Signets. Ancient Tomb, Vamp Tutor, Polluted Delta, Shelldock Isle. Thinking Ancient Tomb here.
It's a land that taps for 2.
Yeah. Are you still trying to figure out the...
I still am, because I haven't used a search engine in a long time, and they apparently work different now.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah, Kaz is trying to find the solution to a question that was asked and is completely engulfed by this task.
I am. Fuck. Okay. What was your name? Mara Len. Mara Len. Ah! Aha! The flavor text of Mara Len of the Morn Song has the answer.
You finally found it.
Mara Len sent Visa, Endry, and Ileona, the Vendilion click, on the gravest of tasks. That's their names, and that's where the name comes from. God damn it.
All right, you found it.
That's horrible. Oh, Gush.
Yeah, we've Gush versus Snaps versus, like, Dismember here.
Let's see, what else do we pick up? Is it Charm, Brain Maggot?
I think we've picked about 10 or 15 cards in the meantime.
I should not have become so absorbed in that task.
It's fine, we're here now.
Bad Sword, Findhorn Elves, Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame is kind of a poor choice since we don't have a Storm card. Like anything that says actual Storm. Also, it's the most pathetic ritual in the world when you're only allowed to run one of it.
Yep. What are we... I'm trying to figure out how we're winning a damn game here.
We don't have much in the way of win conditions, apart from, like, somehow assemble enough mana to cast Kozilek or Emrakul.
And blue is just gone from these packs. We haven't been able to pick good blue cards up for outside of, like, picks 1 and 2 of packs in quite some time.
Are there any Coldotha Forge Master combos?
We don't have enough artifacts for it to function.
I guess, what, Mere Battlesphere?
Yeah.
Something like that.
This sucks.
Oh man, Heartbeat of Spring. Lean into the storm that we do not
I'm
have.
gonna do it.
Yes. Storm out into Brain Freeze. Wait a minute.
We can storm out into Brain
Hey.
Freeze. It's also like Lumbering Falls and Looter. Looter is pretty good.
We did it, everybody. We have a Brain Freeze.
Take a Force Spike here.
Hooray! Oh man, there's Metalworker way too late to be relevant. I like the Heath.
Yeah.
I was going to mention Awakening Zone, but I get Recurring Nightmare.
Yeah, again, as noticed, our colors are just we've been in the wrong colors for the last 2 picks, and I haven't been able to salvage that.
It's fine. We'll find the Brain Freeze at some point. It's fine.
Steal this Caracas.
Oh my god, literally any signet?
Yeah, I'm gonna take literally any signet.
This is where we are. You know, Monastery Mentor is one hell of a drug for the Storm plan. Okay.
I realize I have Caracas and Windswept Heaths, but
we just picked Boros Signet.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, I am really not liking the deck we have together. We have very little in the ways of like things to actually do with
I
it.
understand. Just don't worry about it.
I'm trying not to. It's very difficult.
Hold your breath.
Though. It's very difficult. Take this sword that we're probably not playing because we don't have the board for it. Sure, Lumbering Falls actually fixes on a color I want in my deck. Bye, Bob. Do we want a second Heartbeat of Spring?
Hard to cast Heartbeat? Yeah.
Yeah, hard to cast Heartbeat. Okay.
No one's on the Metalworker plan.
Yeah, it seems that. Alright, I need to cut down on what we're doing here and try to. Alright. Try to give this deck an actual, like, identity. I don't think that's possible, but let's see what we can do. So I want Cryptic, Clinolendra, Factor Fishing, Gush, Upheaval, Time Spiral, Palinchron. We do some sort of dumb infinite, and that's how we win our games. Yeah, I think that's our game plan, is that we're just going
Okay, so then, if that's the case, we have to play Heartbeat, because I think that's the only way we can do a dumb infinite with Palinchron.
Yep.
Okay. Also, because we're playing Upheaval, I think we play every piece of artifact mana we possibly can.
Yep. So there's Boros Signet.
Yes! I love it!
Lumbering Falls will be in here, obviously. I need to play Caracas for my dumb infinites.
Caracas to bounce our own legends!
Yeah. It's Caracas to bounce Kozilek to draw our deck. We can't play Corsair Crewfix because that's double green. And I don't think our mana base can support double green, so I'm not playing it. I think the last 2 cards I'm going to play are probably going to be like Phyrexian Revoker and like... You want to up the mana cost of every spell in our deck by 1?
It'll slow down our opponents and they'll have to spend something to remove it. It's fine.
It ups the mana cost of like 90% of the cards.
Okay, fine. Play Deceiver Exarch for all I care. Untap your Caracas that way.
Heck.
Or like Duplicate for some reason. I don't know. There might be a reason to do that.
We don't have any
or
extra
maybe
combos.
Just run an additional land because we like lands. I mean, you know what a gigantic fan I am of skimping on lands, but I think that in a deck like this, we want to hit every land drop and
Yeah.
a slightly better chance of doing that. Also, the fact that look at our pile, there is no other card we actually want to include. Maybe Gifts Ungiven, I guess, but we don't actually have any like graveyard interaction.
Yeah, there's no package for gifts, so
it would just be like gifts to draw the 2 worst cards among what we select for like our opponent's choice. There's some next level stuff you can do with that if you're down for it. As far as like making your opponent incorrect about what is actually worst for us, but is there a way to get a new type in our graveyard? What we would have to do for that is fight in a Gundam battle against new types, and they're tricky.
That's tough. You don't want to. That's not something you want to be doing.
Yeah, like you gotta have a pretty strong plan.
We're playing all our lands. I'm playing the fetch because it's a fetch land that makes
Makes Emrakul cheaper.
Yeah.
Hi, Emma.
And it lets me skimp on island on forest. So
right. I mean, we have Ancient Tomb and Caracas.
Yeah.
God, I love Caracas so much.
Caracas, I feel like, is gonna do us some good. The deck seems a little unfinished. Yes.
Yes. You're right.
You've correctly identified the deck.
No, I love. Are you kidding? I am loving every minute of this deck.
All right.
This is a Bonnie pile.
3 forests. Maybe one more. So 3 forests is Lumbering Falls, Windswept Heath. So that's 5 green sources, and we have 3 cards I'm playing.
Cast.
It's
Heartbeat, Search for Tomorrow, Trigon Predator. It's really just Heartbeat, right?
Right. Like, Search is just here because, like, I have a mana requirement and we need to hit it. Trigon Predator is one of the better pieces of interaction I think we have. Because, like, everybody has artifacts. Everybody has mana
honest
rocks.
to God, there is some game that we are going to win because we do Trigon on 3, Lodestone on 4, and our opponent draws 2 swords and a Jite and doesn't have any creatures, and then we're just like,
Yep. All right. We do have some powerful ass cards. Time Spiral and Upheaval, you know?
It is hard to not.
Yeah.
Like, Upheaval is the reason that I think this deck is great. I can't wait. Oh, this deck is lovely.
All right, and then if we...
I'm not exactly rejoicing in your misery here, but... we do believe in Brain Freeze because we have Palancron and Heartbeat of Spring. So we can Brain Freeze for an unlimited amount of cards.
Yeah, it's literally an out for our Infinite. Our Infinite is really bad, but it's here.
Hey, we have Time Spiral too. That's like good.
Yes.
Time Spiral Heartbeat is pretty big game.
Like, that untaps all our lands, and then we can actually, like, protect our combo play.
We're gonna need to be mind readers with Phyrexian Revoker, though. Oh my god. And I don't know, maybe we Brain Freeze for, like, 4 copies or whatever. Maybe that's enough.
What if our opponent starts storming off at us?
Haha!
And then, like, they go for, like, they play Ponder, and we're just like, response? Your deck. It's fine.
That would be great. That would be great if their deck does not contain an Eldrazi.
Revoker's fine, just name the best Planeswalker in the colors our opponent shows. So Jace the Mind Sculptor, right?
Everyone is going to be blue. Blue was
I'm okay with this.
I feel like blue is being pretty heavily cut.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I'm okay with this. I wish Wilmering Falls came into play untapped, but
Oh, for real.
they would let us search.
Man, I wonder how bad dual-colored manlands would have to be for them to enter the battlefield untapped. Like, the man part of it would have to be pretty pathetic, right?
Like, I don't think that could exist. Like...
Oh, it's a blue player! Wow!
Go figure.
I'm seeing the future, and the future says Grixis. We're also losing game 1.
I'm seeing the future, and we're gonna have a really good days on turn 3.
All right.
It's gonna be an excellent days.
Those are reports from 5 minutes from now.
I don't think it could come into play, like, because could a dual land that's just both types of creature come into play untapped? Like, could that even exist as a duel? Like that. You know, that's Tundra. So you want Tundra with upside?
I think they could. Well, I mean, traditional dual lands have the basic land types, and that makes them huge.
Right. Alright.
I think nowadays they could just bloody well print, you know, I don't have basic land types, but I tap for 2, and I come in untapped. And it would not wreck everything. Right. They're too terrified. Designing lands is really hard, though. I appreciate that.
This signet that makes it so I can't cast Cryptic. Alright. Perfect. It's fine. Our opponent has no idea what we're doing. That's fine. I don't actually care about that.
Undo.
Yeah, like if they want to...
This is it, right? They have Dark Ritual and everything. Right?
Somebody paid 2 life for... Nope! Mm-mm!
Ah.
Hell no.
Well, that's probably a good thing to daze.
Yeah.
Now, hopefully that was their only card, and we can move along with our jolly plan and everything.
Yep, like next turn I could play Lodestone Golem, it's fine. Shit! Alright.
Told you they had the Dark Rid.
What into? What are we Dark Ridding into here?
What, just a Planeswalker?
Shit!
Oh,
goodbye!
We're wrecked.
Okay. Goodbye.
Beautiful.
Yep.
That was a pretty strong mind twist.
Yeah, that knocked us off of a lot of powerful cards, and now all we have is a Trigon Predator versus the world.
It's fine. Their hand is full of artifacts that they can no longer play. We've got this.
They missed a land drop. If I draw a green source, I can attack for 5.
Be pretty hard for us to draw a green source, actually, right? Because we have, what, 3 forests?
And the fetch.
Okay.
So 4 out of 29. That's low odds.
Yeah.
But we would be able to turn on our 3/3 hexproof and attack. And that would be a 4-turn clock, because like hexproof land would be nice.
Yeah. What are they gonna do? It's proven against hexes.
Yeah.
Vintage Cube is basically Chandelar with Planeswalker cards. It's pretty close.
Yeah.
To me, Chandelar is using your like 3rd contract from below in a turn to dig through your deck for Graders. That's.
Boy, we really need that Graders.
Oh my god, it's the best available creature. I need to ante an additional card.
Okay.
I'm kidding. There's a lot to love about Chandelar.
Okay, they've got their own clock.
Shit.
Oh! Damn it! So I drew exactly what I wanted to, but it doesn't matter because I can't attack in any. Because if I turn on the Lumbering Falls, they just block. It doesn't.
Yeah, they just block with True Name Nemesis. And here they just tap their Maze of Ith.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm sending a message back to past Kaz. I don't know if he's gonna get all of it. I'll send you send one to past you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do with that.
Yeah, they might be able to dig us out of this, but I doubt it. Upheaval? I don't know that Upheaval would do that much for us, frankly.
I think that that would be the best world we have, is Upheaval.
Like Upheaval plus land. Like, I don't think we can really recover from Mind Twist.
Oh, absolutely countering Ashiok was correct. Because if I didn't counter Ashiok,
we would have died to that sooner than all the rest of this, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, is Heartbeat of Spring actually it?
We could get there with it, because we're holding the Palinchron. We would just need an outlet, which we don't have right now. We would need 2 more lands first before that would work.
We'd be able to impress our opponent.
Yeah, basically.
Before dying. It offends me a little bit that our opponent is doing as well as they are with as few mana sources as they have. Man, Ponder, Remand, Dark Ritual, they're also a failed Storm deck.
But they found some other cards to make it work. Like, just having Mind Twist at the end of the day.
That had to be, like, first pick, right? Oh man, Preordain might have been the best thing to draw, and I didn't even think of it.
Alright.
Do we actually want a land?
If I got a land here, I think we want a land.
Okay.
But I don't think we want Caracas.
It's fair. That's right. Land. Land will get us out of this.
Well, because even with the Palinchron stuff, we need more lands for it, you know? In order to just play the card flat, so... I want a hexproof threat to attack through Maze of Ith. Technically, we're winning that race. Problem is, our opponent, like, you know, has 3 cards in hand, and I'm sure they're real. Because they've been missing land drops, is the reason I say that.
No, I'm convinced that they're artifacts, and our opponent is running scared of the Trigon Predator, even though they have the Maze of Ith. Or that. I think it's Lodestone Golem?
Alright. That completely stops my, like, Lumbering Falls attacking. I can't get through this Maze of Ith.
Yeah, with Cryptic gone, I don't think we have an answer in the deck. Who has an answer to lands, anyway? I hate lands that do things.
You gotta have,
Ever
like,
since that stupid... what was it? I can't remember the name of the land.
Corehaven.
Corehaven? Corehaven. My opponent playing a fake card from a different set to beat me in Sealed. Hated that. No one plays Avalanche Riders, because it's a garbage card. That's the problem. Oh, no, Strip Mine. That's the real answer. Oh, hey, upheaval would give us a lodestone golem back, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we have a problem with that.
Not too many cards in hand.
No, there's a card on our opponent's side of the board that makes our cards cost one more. And so we could not cast.
He's so good, that's why they resurrected him. Black
Our
Lotus.
opponent has a bit stronger of a deck than us. Destroy your own shit. No! Our opponent's deck is a lot better than us.
Terastodon on the resurrection plane. Ancestral Vision too, man. Yeah, they were like Storm.
They're basically
and then Reanimator.
Yeah.
Man, Training Nemesis is so dumb. Hate it.
I'm playing out the rest of this game to see more cards out of our opponent, and that is it.
Aha! The brain freeze. The traditional correct way to play Terastodon is like 2 of theirs, 1 of yours, so that they don't have 9 power to block your Terastodon.
They chose that to cut us off blue, though, because they had an offensive threat.
Yeah. I think they could have ended the game sooner if they had done it my way. Not that they knew that. I mean, look at what we're holding. Aha. Maybe they will err, and instead of attacking, they will storm off, and we will snatch victory.
Alright, and step into him. If you want to keep showing me cards, like, I'm all for it. This is a completely unnecessary play.
I love it. Shieldred. Yeah, they sidestepped into Reanimator.
Which they can do very... They can turn 1 reanimate that, you know? Because of Black Lotus.
I mean, yeah, thanks to Lotus, you can turn 1 complete nonsense.
Well,
I don't think we have anything sideboardable.
Yeah.
Not unless you want to take out Lodestone Golem and add Duplicant or something.
Like, try to have that as a way to answer the reanimated threat.
Like, maybe, I don't know.
We'll go with that.
I don't know how good that's gonna be.
Alright, let's play first.
Oh
nope.
my god. Windswept Heath, Caracas, Boros Signet, and Blue Card.
Uh-huh. This is the deck we live with. It's fine.
Does Duplicant target? It does.
Yes. So Caracas actually might be cool here. If they go Reanimator.
Yeah, just try reanimating Shieldred now. Oh, okay. They might have Elesh Norn too. I remember seeing that.
Yep.
Yeah, that was going around.
We can Kozilek on 4. Cast search for tomorrow. Go grab another island. I'm just gonna play Caracas and...
Behold!
Here you
We
go.
are lunatics.
All right. I'm just gonna hand my opponent mana ramp. Vamp tutor. Okay, so they're gonna try and go off. Huh?
Yeah, save us, Caracas.
Caracas, yep. And this is just gonna be Mind Twist, right? Hell.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Kozilek is gonna go back to the top of the library.
Oh my god! Okay. Opponent has infinite mana.
We can deck them with Consecrated Sphinx.
Shit.
Oh wait, that says May.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And then Mind Twist. Yeah, then Mind Twist for 3.
Yeah. Alright.
So, then we, lose from this position very hard.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. You can draw a duplicate? No.
This is worse than a land.
Yep.
I really would like our opponent to Ancestral Visions us. So that they can draw 6 cards, you know?
That would be pretty stylish.
Sure. Upheaval, as one of the only outs we had, is gone.
Sigh. I think this deck was better than this. Like, only now am I genuinely disappointed.
Oh, that doesn't even kill that. That's a dead draw.
Consecrated Sphinx is too big.
I would have to go back and take a look at other cube drafts that I have done, but within my mind at the moment, I cannot actually think of a worse worse deck than the one we are currently playing.
Fine, I keep fucking up everything for everyone.
I'm not. Kaz, this isn't directed at
God
you.
Damn it! You guys all hate fun. Uh-oh, what did Ashiok grab?
That is our Trigon Predator.
Ah. Man, True Name Nemesis and Consecrated Sphinx, huh? Let's talk about cards that I think are, like, not okay.
They have very little in the way of... Alright, that's also worse than a land draw.
Amusing. Yeah, man, dark. Okay, so like Black Lotus, Vamp Tutor, Ancestral Vision. Shit. We got cut off from all the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he handed them Impulse. Shit is that?
That's a 5/6. That's also a Snapcaster.
It's kind of disgusting.
So they get Vamp Tutor or Impulse there for free. When I say Snapcaster, it pays the mana cost. So,
That's disgusting.
yes.
Wait, Mahamoti Jin plus a spell from your yard? Is that what I'm seeing?
Flash instead of flying, but...
Oh my god.
No. As our Revoker and our Archmage. Okay. What are they doing?
They're
On?
misunderstanding what Heartbeat of Spring does. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so even if we did draw a big, powerful thing, now we can't cast it. Okay, fine. We handed them the double green to be able to hard cast that, apparently, because our opponent only drew lands and we drew artifact sources. This was weird, okay? I'm not willing to...
Hey, Eludriel Core. And then these are both pieces from...
Yeah, like proving that they really did have a solid reanimator plan in there.
Yep. I can't even cast this.
We don't have enough life to pay. I love it.
I can't pay 4 life off of 3 life. I can pay 2 life, but I don't have a black. I can't President Arc. That's what I'm saying.
Challenge children. Shit.
Hello! Sadly, our Brain Freeze is not our 1 card left in hand.
Great. Oh, that would own.
Where they sit in style on us, and then we just...
We're like, psych, Brain Freeze! You're gone! With the Ponder on the stack.
What's that fixing for?
Yeah, wild, right? You can't just play that. Oh, no, I know what it's fixing for. Unburial rights.
Ooh, yeah, that would fit.
I'll bet they have unburial rights.
That would definitely fit.
They probably got it late anyway.
And they're just like, well, I'm playing Reanimator anyway.
Yeah.
Because they showed Shallow Grave and Necromancy. And then, like...
Right, Terastodon, I think is the real...
Yeah. Well, that was Magic, the Gathering.
We saw a lot of Magic, mostly on our opponent's side with Mind Twist and Black Lotus. Like, really, we got Mind Twisted out of both games, right?
Yeah, I've yet to find a way to beat that card.
Shrug. Hey, oops. We don't have a hand anymore. Thumbs up. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tough. I guess we have to pick it. We didn't have the opportunity this time, of course, but...
Right.
It seems like the logical conclusion. I also want to note that our opponent didn't need to be doing cool, powerful stuff like they were in order to beat us. They just needed Looter Ilkor with a sword. Like Looter Ilkor or Unu's Prowler with a sword would have been unbeatable for us too. You know? So
Yeah, but they were doing some incredibly powerful things. So that's it. That's Magic. That was all I had planned for tonight.
do you want to try another?
I would have to take a break for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because do I have me? One of these buttons will let me get to this point. Yeah, because I think I've just got the. Yeah, I have to.
Oh my god!
I have
10 play points.
I have to wait until this cube resolves for that to work. So no, I can't do another at the moment.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
So no, we cannot do another at the moment unless I did some off-screen stuff in between, which
I understand.
is enough of a barrier that I'm not going to. So means there will be one in the future, just not today. No. I think that means I am done for the night, is what that actually means, and I'm going to go find myself a dinner, which is more.
Well, dinner is important.
What I feel like doing. Well, thank you for joining on this, Kaz. I'm
glad I could ruin everything. That's fine. That happened. This is also a part of. You guys don't understand. This is part of card games too.
It is,
right? Like, it's not all thrills and surprises. Sometimes it's, oh wow, early mana. Oh wow, you discard your hand. Jazz hands, you know. That's the difference between a pro player and a regular Magic the Gathering player is not skill, it's resources. You know, we would have unlimited resources and do this 15 times a day, and then wow, suddenly you're a pro. You know, that's. I have some different ideas about variants and all that.
All right, thank you everybody for joining. Hope you all have a good night and a good New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Love ruining things.
Good night, everybody.